What's up, everyone, and welcome back, or welcome for the first time. Classic video review. Oh man, I watched probably one of the worst films I've ever seen. You already know because you see the title of it. I'd never seen it before till today. I just got done watching it. Catwoman, starring Halle Berry. Wow. So, only thing I really knew about this was that it didn't do so well when it came out and the video game was horrible. And so I just kind of skipped over it and never watched it until today. Oh my god. This is one of those movies where, yeah, it's Catwoman. So let me backtrack a little bit. I love comic book hero films, movies about superheroes and comics. And I'm a huge DC fan. And so I was like, I was going over like movies I hadn't seen, and this came up for sale really cheap, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy it and watch it because I've never seen Catwoman. Didn't read anything into it until like good hour in. I'm like, okay, what did people think about this movie? And I looked up, it's considered one of the worst movies of all time, and I totally get it. Oh, I'll say the only thing that I thought was interesting was when they did like shots where like they were showing like an island or a place, and it was like zoomed far away, and it just that kind of the visual effect there that looked kind of cool, but the rest was awful. So Halle Berry plays a girl named Patience, and I haven't Selena Kyle, which I guess they kind of explained like there's been numerous different Catwomen throughout history. It's just all they did right was take the name Catwoman, a little bit of like her whip. Okay, that's really it. The whip and kind of the outfit somewhat. And yeah, she dies and a cat brings her back. But other than that, there's nothing to do with the comics. Nothing to do with the DC character. I don't even think this took place in Gotham City. So Halle Berry plays a character named Patience who works for this beauty cosmetic company. She's a nerd. No one really likes her. I mean, she's just shy girl, right? She messes up this poster that she was supposed to make, and her boss is a real asshole, real jerk, and says, you have till midnight tomorrow to turn it in. Well, that day comes. Oh, by the way, a cat was out on her ledge, and I can't believe I'm reviewing this movie. It's so bad, guys. Don't watch it. This is one movie I'm going to tell you don't watch. She attempts to save this cat. Almost looks like she's trying to jump out her window. This cop, who, my God, all he does is smile the whole time and is just trying to get up on her. It's just so, as the kids would say, it's cringy. My other part I disliked was it was so choppy. It was just like, hi, bam, new scene, hi, bam. It just, it's hard to explain, but like the editing, oh. And then in some scenes, they looked like they were glowing. The music was just, I don't know who this was for. I don't know how Warner Brothers and DC previewed this and was like, yeah, put it out. Acting across the board on everybody, even Halle Berry, everyone. Awful acting, awful dialogue, cheesy dialogue. Halle Berry's villain as Catwoman in this movie is a middle-aged woman with two goons. The only thing that makes the middle-aged woman somewhat different is because this cream she's using, which is the beauty product, by the way, that is going to cause people to have horrible scarring and disintegrate their skin, which is why they kill Halle Berry's character, because she sees what's going on and hears what's going on. By the way, then a CGI cat climbs on top of her, and then I don't want to swear, breathes into Halle Berry's mouth, and it's just like, oh my gosh. The CGI in this was just, it was improvement over, like, say, Daredevil and stuff, but man, this is just, oh, the story was not good. Like, when they were talking about, like, beauty products, I was just thinking to myself, like, this would have been a good opportunity to have, like, Clayface or something. But, like, oh, this is one of the, I think this is worse than Madam Web. Worse than Hellboy and the Crooked Man. Like, this is top tier of the worst. I think this really is the worst comic book film I've ever seen. I don't know ever made, but this is the worst. I'll show you guys the back. I didn't do that with this one. Even the back just looks boring. I don't know if they were just going with sex appeal for Halle Berry in the suit, but like this was just, dude, this was garbage. I had to stop at like 53 minutes in to take a break. I was getting so just like burned out on it. It was just so, and it dragged. This movie dragged on like no tomorrow. So I gotta give it a star rating. I'm giving it a 0.4. And the only reason why it's getting a 0.4 was because, like I said, I like how they kind of panned out and showed these like island, did some of the visuals. Some of that stuff was okay. I think for 2004, a CGI cat, and some of the CGI is Catwoman bouncing around, okay. The rest of the film, pure trash. I understand they wanted to create their own story and their own type of Catwoman. Dude, the worst way they could have done it. She's never had a movie since. And it's movies like this is why we don't get random superhero films about a random character. Why it's only like the top tier guys like Batman, Superman, stuff like that, which I got no problem with, but God, it's sad. And they spent like over $100 million to make this. It's pure trash. I don't recommend it. This is the worst film I've ever watched on Classic Video Review. This takes it over Beastmaster, Over the Top, any other film. This is the worst. But anyways, guys, if you must see it, HBO Max, but dude, don't watch it. Unless you want to watch a bad movie, then watch it. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I took a bullet on this one. This was a bad one. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow. Goodbye.